Okay, this is not good. This is not good. Probably have to go for this. Yeah. I say it's not good because I don't like the hounds. I prefer the arc lights. Okay. So we're not going to be able to out chaff clear his main chaff clear unit. Just go for some crawlers. Yeah, this is not the ideal kind of situation, but we will have phoenixes pretty soon. Giant spec. Okay. Yeah, giant spec is kind of scary because the abyss, the melting point. There's a lot of things you can do. Oh, wait, we actually killed his crawlers? How did that happen? That must be like the luckiest shot ever. Haste module? Quick teleport? I wonder if you put a haste module on this guy just for the DPS. Kind of makes sense, but then you can't go for two Phoenix. I feel like the Phoenix isn't the problem right now. Like the problem is the chaff clear. Right, so chaff clear. I guess that means more hounds. It's not great, honestly, but I just don't know what else we can do here. If something comes here, we're kind of screwed. Maybe we put a crawler here just to be safe, but an air unit would still mess us up. And so would the rhino, I think. Okay, maybe we throw down a missile here. We never do this. But we do see quite often opponents doing this, and it seems to be a high level play. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the correct play or I mean having 50 left over, it just kind of sucks if he goes for like the quick teleport or drops through the rhino. And imagine like that that's worse than losing 50, right? So I don't know. I think I am okay with this. Maybe the pros will have to tell me if this is actually good or not. Okay, so fire badgers. It's kind of what we need. Oh, we can't transition really to anything else. Um, do we ever? Yeah, it feels like we could go for the fire, but then how much stuff of ours is gonna burn, right? He throws a crawler here. We have a giant fire here. I don't know. The thing is, he doesn't have any anti-air. That's the thing. I don't think we need the Phantom Rays, honestly. That could be an overplay. We could always go for an oil, right? The oil is never an overplay. and we can go for the Phoenix, which is kind of what we set out to do. The only question is, how do we position this? I feel like this needs to be in front simply because this is more tanky, way more tanky. Okay, melting point. Why does he go melting point? Factory's not going to be here until round 5. It's only round 3 now. Melting point doesn't make sense. What is he preparing to do here? Is he expecting the Phantom Ray? Or I don't understand the melter play. But it's kind of scary that he has unlocked the melter, which means, well, he doesn't need to unlock it, but you don't want to see that factory. The factory usually doesn't want to see a melter. And how does it have a level? Okay, it just killed a lot of stuff. Now that was our cheese round. Do we go for the? It feels like we don't have enough to deal with. It feels like we have to go for the. Feels like we have to go for the Phantom Race because it doesn't look like we have enough chaff clear. Maybe we missile this just because it's a little bit. I don't know. Sandworm died pretty quick. That's because there's no chaff. We just send some friendly fire here. So, okay. The Phantom Rays doesn't seem that bad anymore. It's been a while since we've done this. Improved Sandworm, okay. That's good. That's really good. Because that means the factory. Um okay, so maybe we wait for next round to do the factory. I mean, I could just go in with the factory here, but I'm not confident we do 2000 damage. Maybe we should though. Maybe we will. Maybe we do 2000 damage here. What do we sell out of? I don't want to sell out of anything. I want to go out for a beacon. The only problem is that missile is going to hit us. We don't want the missile to hit us. If the missile hit us, this is going to be completely, this play is never going to work. So we don't actually have the money to make this play. Unless we sell out of, let's say, the storm here. So then, now we do have the money to make this play. Get the beacon. We even do this. Oh no, we don't want that. We don't want that. We want the speed. Maybe we don't even want the speed. Let's just see how this looks here. So go from here. Go from here and go from here, right? Throw in on the shield for the missile. I think we preferably go for a missile here, actually. Does this come at us? Yeah, it does. So maybe we just bring it from here. Okay, so let's try that beacon again. Now we can just missile this. So we just do a little bit of chaff clear. Okay. I like this play now because now he's got an answer to the fire. The only question is, should we have gone speed? So the factory gets the tower a little bit quicker. It's only level 1 tower. Okay, there we go. Still don't know if we do 2000 damage. That's the problem. We kind of need to kill him here. Doesn't look like it's close, but I don't think it's. I don't think we're quite there. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not afraid of this, right? This is what we do. Okay. It's not even close. Insta click to redeploy. Now where do we redeploy? You think here, Maybe you think here, but then the melting point's scary. Or why would you put it here? Maybe you throw like the wasp here and then just go straight into the factory. That actually seems like a pretty good idea. But then the missile is kind of going to be is going to hit the wasp, right? Let's just see how this works. So if he missiles this, it's good. The wasp is going to die. Right, so maybe you have the wasp come in slightly, I don't know, like this, but then you put in the crawler in front as well. This is kind of complicated. Maybe we sell out of this and we can go for launch overload. And I'd imagine you'd still want to missile some of this stuff here. And we'll just go the go for this guy first. Interestingly, he has like no anti-air, right? But he's got Mustang production. Wait a second. All right, there we go. That was quite well executed. That was very well executed with the wasp as the chaff. Surely he doesn't have anything, and that's going to be game hopefully, because now we don't want the game to go on here. Oof. Oh. Oh. Okay. Thank God. Um. Yeah, that was a very bold move of us to just move it right pretty much on top of the melting point, but yeah, the factory absolutely demolishes the melting point when it gets close. Quite ballsy, I'd say, and he probably didn't expect that. The wasp, I mean, it probably would have worked here as well. Um, but you know, when you get the redeploy, it just feels kind of good to use it. Maybe this was stupid because look at this. He's got so much stuff here. Why would you would just keep going here, right? All right, so let's see if it was actually a stupid move or if it was smart to redeploy because that was more than ballsy. That was like almost suicidal. I'm just wondering maybe that's, you know, maybe you shouldn't be suicidal here in situations like this. So we get the launcher overload, and we say here, and then we go like here. Right, makes a lot of sense. Um, 200 left over. You'd imagine we do another do something here. Maybe I guess the fangs actually do counter this. Maybe you throw something here for the melter usually. What do we sell out of? Don't want to sell out of too much here. Maybe we sell out of something here. What does that allow us to do? Allow us to get another crawler maybe. So we can put this here, kind of like um so if we have this guy tank first, and then we just throw down a missile here. If there's a missile, maybe it'll hit this. All right. Launcher overload is no joke. Is no joke at all. Wait, how did he get a lock on when there's wasps here? The oil is not good, but we're beacon kind of away from the oil. Oh, never mind. That's not good. All right. So this actually looks like there's more stuff alive. Like, because we barely just did enough. Now the factory's still alive. So yeah, moving that last um moving here is suicidal. It's confirmed. It's just that like let's say you're playing Sacco or Flower Fairy number one in the world. There's no way you can just leave it here, right? Like there's no way. I don't know. But even if you do leave it here, what is he gonna do? He can't put like six chaff here and like 100 things. Right? You can only put like one or two things here. So I'm just surprised that there wasn't more here. So Hmm. And the fact that the wasp got locked is kind of weird. I don't really know what happened there. And just out of curiosity, what if that first factory round we just went and said, hey, you know what? You've got a melter, but you know, we eat melters for breakfast. What if we tried that? Is that good or bad? Um, Even though we eat melters for breakfast, we need to kill chaff first. So the problem here is that okay, we're not gonna have a shield. We're just gonna have this. I think we have to go for a cell, and we need this guy. Maybe we sell this guy, but I think we sell this, right? So we go for this, put it here. We need a beacon, and we need speed. There's so many things we need. We also need missiles here. We just can't let them get the the insta lock. That's the only thing, right? So let's say we tried this. Is this gonna work? Okay. It gets a pretty quick lock. Alright, so that's not gonna work. That being said, are we gonna win this round? But potentially. It doesn't look that great here, actually. It doesn't look good. It looks like we're losing here. Yeah, we lost by a significant amount. Um, hmm. Kind of really just want to go toe to toe with this factory for some reason. Like, I just want to show that actually, no, the war factory counters factories. But it's just, there's no way I don't think you can. I mean, what if we just missile everything, right? We missile everything. Sell out of this. You'd imagine we just go for overload, right? And then we don't even click, and we can't really click beacon. I mean, the beacon, it's already kind of locked on here. The only thing we need now is maybe another missile somewhere. Maybe like here. Okay, there you go. That's not going to be enough to kill everything else. So yeah, no, I definitely think you go in on the opposing side where there's not much. You get the debuff because now we're fighting without a debuff, right? I mean, looks like we still are going to win, but it's definitely not ideal, I think. And that was very close. The melter nearly killed the our precious factory. So surprisingly, the damage here is quite okay. Now let's say we want to play this without going for the factory, right? How do we play that? We kind of the phoenixes seem to be important, right? I always want to get more mustangs, but we don't quite have the deployments. Maybe we click charge shot on this or range. We need to click something. I feel like charge shot is better. Then we could go for temp range. Only problem is the chaff clear. Do we have chaff clear enough? I don't feel like it. We don't. Um, Still chaff rolling in. Now the chaff is kind of gone. Late chaff rolling in now. But the fire badger is absolutely amazing. We're really happy we chose that. Mustang production is kind of annoying. All right, so that does similar damage. And that's probably what I think we would have went for here. Like, you can make an argument also to go for like mass hounds, but the problem is, the thing is, we already have chaff, right? So why would you go hounds? Wouldn't you just go like, wouldn't you click like scorching fire, and then like just get more? The problem is the tarantulas, right? The tarantulas are gonna massacre the fire badgers, right? That's the problem. So maybe we get one more of these guys and go for the attack upgrade. So let's see what happens here. The range, I think, is needed just to be safe from the tarantula. The tarantulas are way too scary. Probably needed to have, okay, so something more on the left, because there was that one chaff, but everything looks okay here. Our fire badgers are dying very, very quickly. So it doesn't look like it is the fire badgers here. It's actually the phoenixes are more important. And why is that? The reason is because the phoenixes kill the tarantulas. The tarantulas are the ones that are killing the fire badgers, even though it has range. It still gets outranged, and this is quite a paltry result here. All right, guys. Hopefully that was enjoyable. See you in the next one.